Hi, it's me, Ro, author of Speaking from Spirit, and I am very glad for the opportunity to get dressed today and be somewhat presentable. Let me start by saying that I hope that everyone is safe and healthy, because that over everything else is the most important thing. That over everything else. And my prayer for everybody has been that you know that you are safe and guided and protected, and that you hold on to that. I also pray that common sense and wisdom prevail during this time. I want to talk about the April energy alert. It is very interesting, as we are in an 8-month in a 4 global year. And I wrote a lot more about this in the written alert. That's on my website, www.rosemarierubenetticapiello.com. And it goes into a lot more detail than I am going to go into here about what that 8 and that 4 mean. So I do hope you get a chance that you can go and read that and absorb that and fully take it in. Suffice it to say, now is the time for us to step into our power, our personal power, like never before. And are we ever working this 4 year? Now more than ever, I understand the scope and impact of why it is so important to be grounded to our spirit and to hear and listen and act upon our intuitive guidance, and why it is so important to take care of our bodies, and how important it is to have a home and safety and security and stability and structure in every area of our life. And all of those resonate with the 4, and all of this year is about bringing more safety, stability, and support to all of the areas of our life. So the 8-month starts, it's got a lot of power in it. It's got a lot of promise too. The 8 is about money and success, and about the boss, and about visions and organizations and recognition and achievement. It is about us owning our power and taking the reins of our life. So the first thing I'm going to ask is for everyone to examine, where are you holding or losing or giving away your power? Are you grounding to and really trusting your instinctual guidance? Or are you going with, like, well, they say, or I heard, or my fears? Are your choices supporting your safety and structure and future? Or are they compromising these things out of a sense of maybe indifference, or out of fear, or even perceived necessity? Are you giving power to your fears and lower mind, or are you able to redirect into your higher consciousness? This is easier said than done in this time right now. We are human. We're going to have our moments. Are you growing? Are you adapting, especially through the situation? Or are you resisting and insisting, not compromising? In a time where we may feel such a loss of power and freedom, where are you finding your freedom? Where are you finding your power? How is this situation empowering you at this moment? Because it will have that gift. Are you able to empower others? Most importantly, where do you need to take your power back from? Where do you have to call it back? The heart of the 8 energy is strength, its power, its vision. The higher principles of integrity and honor and authenticity will be necessary for true strength and true power and clear vision. In other words, we're going to learn how to use our power wisely. If those things are not present, integrity and honor, it will be obvious. And false power and false strength and short vision will have no energetic support. Some things that this month, this 8 month is going to teach us, or can teach us, is who or what holds power over us. Going to be glaringly obvious this month. Who or what holds our power, or do we give it away, or where do we give it away? We will learn how to stay financially solvent and fluid and even prosperous in ways that don't compromise our soul. Yes, this month that looks like we're going to all be broke. That's going to happen. We may learn that money does not come from what we do, but from the state of mind that we hold around money. Basically, do we hold a poverty consciousness or a prosperity consciousness? And this would be in our unconscious mind, not our conscious mind. We allow ourselves to have whatever we think we deserve. And on a deep unconscious level, many of us don't think we deserve very much. This is directly related to our self-esteem. This is the foundation now of what is being shifted on a global scale so that we may experience and create a money reality that is in support of everyone. This is an old ancestral wound for all of us calling to be healed. We will learn how to manage our energy better. And our money too. We, even the most unaware, will recognize higher and lower vibrations. And the systems being learned now about how to ensure safety and security and stability is going to go through a major change. Earth is our foremost home. If the earth is sick, we are all sick. So whatever makes her unstable is making us all unstable. We will all be given many opportunities to find our true power and to step into that power and truly what empowerment feels like, and also how to let go of false power. That's power over something or someone. It's when we control things, and none of us are in control here. We all have psychic and intuitive abilities, and this has caused a great opening of our 7th chakra, so they have really kicked up, and we're really noticing them. We're being given the opportunity to reclaim the power of these abilities that we all have within us this month. And lastly, there's going to be a call to some to really step into their leadership abilities. Some people are natural born leaders. Some people are born with an archetypal pattern of leader that is being activated now. It's being like called to active duty. Trust that if this is happening for you, you're guided, and trust that you have spiritual support and that you're built for this. Call in the Ascended Master Moses. He's great. He didn't think he was a leader either, and we all see what he did. May is a 9-month of completion, and June is a 1 month of new beginnings. So I'm hoping that this is an indication that we're going to be moving past this global crisis in the month of May and starting a new way in June, or opening up in June. Next year, 2021, is a 5 global year of change, and I suspect that we will all be living in a completely different and upgraded reality, one we can't even envision yet, one we can't even imagine yet, of a world that is just completely redone in every institution. I think that this is an answer to our collective prayers, and I think that this is the way that we had to shake things up. I'm going to pull some cards now from 4 different decks. So the first deck I'm pulling from this is a brand new deck I got by Stephen Farmer. I really like these. Oh, there's another deck I want too. Messages from your animal spirit guides. So let's see what animal spirit is with us. Okay, pull the mouse. This is the mouse. You're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. Oh boy. see what that mouse wants to say. This is for all of us too. I want to say, not just those listening, I want to say for the whole globe. Pay closer attention to other people's body language and how they move, their gestures, facial expressions, and general posture. When you focus not only on what individuals are saying, but also on their body language, you'll find that you have considerably more information than you can use to understand what they're really communicating. For body language typically reveals far more about people than what they're verbally expressing. Sit back wherever there are people around and simply observe for a while. Look and see if what others are saying is congruent with their body language. So this is also about scrutiny, details, alertness, efficiency, thoughtfulness, determination, orderliness, fastidiousness, and abundance. So I kind of take it that this little mouse is saying to us to really keep our wits about us, to pay attention, especially if we're out in a reconnaissance gathering supplies. Really keep your eyes open and be very diligent and alert. It's also about abundance. And again, I'm telling you that that's a theme this month. I don't care what the reality looks like. The next deck of cards is the Ascended Masters cards by Doreen Virtue. Here. Let's see what one of the Ascended Masters wants to be with us. Oh, listen. Listen. So this is, Manju is a Buddhist deity of wisdom who holds a sword to cut through illusions and brings about clarity and understanding. Remember, 8-month vision. Call upon Manju to help with understanding divine messages and to increase your receptivity to divine intelligence and wisdom. Oh, the answer to my prayers. You can hear your divine guidance best by quieting yourself and listening. Shut out noisy stimulation like telephones and television and relax in quiet places. Don't try to make anything happen. Just listen to your own thoughts, breath, and rhythm of your heart. Then mentally ask questions of your guides and angels. Listen to the loving truth that they speak to your heart and body and mind. Listen to your own inner truths. Trust your intuition and take action accordingly. Okay, so if you get my emails, you know that the first one I talked about was about going intuitive and really trusting your intuitive guidance, now more than ever. And I mentioned it in here about really owning your power by listening to your intuitive guidance and not everything else. So now more than ever, this is what we need to do. So the Mass is telling us to be alert. And Manju is telling us to listen, okay? So we have to have heightened senses at this time. Next deck of cards, The Goddess by Doreen Virtue. Let's see which goddess is with us. Ona, easy does it. Oh, as if we have a choice, Ona, as if we have a choice. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. That's kind of assuring to me. Since everybody wants to be done with this and be out, she's assuring us, don't rush this. This is perfect. She says nurturing a cause or a relationship is a long-term commitment and one that can't be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care what happens to my planet and to my loved ones so much that I'm willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. So she's telling us to be patient and stay in and relax and get through it the best we can, but not resist it or force it to be done quicker than it needs to be. Ona is the Celtic goddess that was married to Finnebar, the leader of the Irish somebodies, I don't know. And they were the original inhabitants of Ireland. When the Gaels invaded their land, I don't know how to say that word, the toothless, didn't run or fight back. Instead, they transformed themselves into leprechauns. Again, prosperity. Their ingenious solution allowed them to stay in Ireland in peace. Call upon Ona for help with your own transitions, and she'll guide you in creative and magical ways. Oh boy, we need her. We are going through a major world transition, Ona, and we really need you to help us. And we need to transform ourselves. Okay. Next deck of cards. Mother Mary. Mother Mary. Divine Mother. Our Sacred Lady of the Our Lady of the Sacred Hearth. Well, this is good because we're all home, Mary. We're all in the house. We're all in our homes. Well, let's hope that everybody has a home to be in. You are my child, she says. I am your mother. Your home, through my grace, is always secure. You are never to fear being lost and abandoned. Your home is provided through my grace. You always have a home to return to through my grace. Surrender attachment and fear now, my cherished one. There is no need for it. Do you think I would forget you when you are in true need, that I may deny you this? You who have belonged to me through all time are my child and under my care and protection. Let go of all such worries and pray to me. I will assist you. There are times on our path when we have outgrown our old safety nets. Really? Like a hermit crab that outgrows the little shells and needs to search for a larger home, we must endure a transition that feels frightening, giving rise to many insecurities. We may feel that our life becomes chaotic, unpredictable, and that makes having trust quite difficult. Really? Or perhaps we feel uncertainty and doubts about how things are going to unfold, even though we do mostly believe that everything will work out okay. Perhaps we fear that we will fall back into old patterns, becoming smaller rather than trusting that we have grown enough to internally to support ourselves as we rise to the challenge of stepping into the next cycle, energetically larger and more empowered than before. Whether the change in your life relates to your home in the literal sense, or whether you live or where you should move to, or whether it relates to that which once felt like your home, perhaps a relationship, financial arrangement that supported you, or group or community which you once considered to be as a family. This message comes to you with love. You have outgrown that. And what has been, and the manifestation of what is new is only a matter of time. Okay, really? This card is speaking right to what's happening now. I don't think we outgrew our earth. I think that we need an upgrade to her, and I think we need an upgrade to the way we live and how we deal with our body, which is our spiritual home, the earth that is the home that we inhabit right now, and the literal home that we have, our dwelling that shelters us. All right, I actually feel very comforted by that. Like, I feel like Mother Mary saying to us, I've got it. Don't worry. You're fine. Do you think I'm going to leave you now? I'm not. One other deck of cards. I thought I had gotten them out and I didn't. These are a new deck, Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. Oh my God, how I'm in love with these cards. Let's see what you got for us, Angels and Ancestors. Stargazer, set yourself higher. Hold on. These don't go in the same kind of order. The message, go beyond your limitations, believing that your wish could come true. The Stargazer connects with the energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw support from the universe. His cloak, which with its sparkles and light, shows that you are closer to the energy of the universe than you think. You don't have to go out looking for it. It's already there. So look beyond where you are and create in even bigger dreams, visions, and goals. Because with the power and help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. So we're in a global crisis that we are all brought to our knees, and nothing like being brought to your knees to make you look up and ask for help. Even those that don't believe in any of that. In our worry, it's being heard from the spirit world. While I think that they are supporting us, I do believe that they are letting us figure this out and create what comes next. And I think collectively we all want more. We all want better. We all want things that fulfill us more in our sense of safety, security, and support, that create ease and peace and joy in our lives more than, or in a different way than what we think normally gives that to us. I don't think we see what that is yet. I think that all these cards are talking about vision, but it's in our psychic or clairvoyant vision. It's what we cannot see yet or even imagine, better than what we can imagine, but that our soul knows to be true. And I think that this is what's happening right now. We're breaking down the old way and we're making a new way. I talked about this in January. The goddess Kali. She's a pretty tough goddess, right? She comes in, she goes, oh, you want a new house? Okay. Well, I'll send a hurricane to knock this one down, and then your insurance money will pay for your brand new, beautiful house. So usually she causes a little chaos to bring us to what we want. She makes it an offer we can't refuse, one we can't go back on. I think that's happening now, that everything is being torn down so all things new can come from this. That's just my 2 cents, just my opinion, coming from my feel of my heart, my intuition, more so than my head. So I know it's tough, and I know that we're all a little thrown, but I also know we're resilient. We've managed to last this long, and we've been trying to kill ourselves off the whole time we've been here. I think we're going to get through this. So I can't give you any more guidance than that as to what the prediction is going to be or the timeline. Again, I think that's decided by all of us in the choices that we're making. But I do know that we will come through. Every winter gives way to a spring, and that there will be all new beginnings. How long, I don't know for sure. I can tell you this for sure, okay? If I don't get to the hairdressers this month, the next video in May is going to be a very different vision of me. I can pretty much guarantee that. That's maybe the only thing I know for sure. Sorry, trying to make light. Anyway, I am with you all, and I'm thinking of everybody. Holding the best possible outcome in my vision. I know we are all guided and protected. Hold that. Hold that. Well, let's say this. I'll hold it for everybody until you can hold it for yourself. So it's me, Ro, and I'm wishing you peace.